Today we did 1.2 order of operations. You can now do what? Who would like to read me that I can statement? Tyler, really loud, please.
I can do order of operations.
Is that true, Tyler?
Yes.
Can you now do order of operations?
Yes.
Sweet. An expression and an equation, what is the difference between the two? What is the difference, Kari, between an expression and an equation?
An expression doesn't have an equal sign and an equation has an equal sign.
Equations have an equal sign, and what is the dead giveaway that equations have equal signs, Kari?
It has equal in the word.
Well, it has equate in the word, right? Which equate means equal. So that is a giveaway that an equation would have an equal sign. Order of operations is our last vocab word. We're going to skip on down to main idea number 2, where we solve problems using order of operations. Extremely important that you understand PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or however it is you remember order of operations. The next most important thing about PEMDAS is multiplication and division are what, you guys? And addition and subtraction, they are also what? And could somebody tell me what it means? Excuse me? Could somebody tell me what it means when you are in love or when these operations are in love and how that impacts a problem, Tyler?
If subtraction comes before addition, so you would do the subtraction before addition.
Good. So, gotcha. I'm going to cut you off there, Tyler. He said if subtraction comes before addition within a problem, you would do subtraction first because they're in love and they concede to the other person or the other operation going left to right. Multiplication, division is the same thing. Whichever one comes first, left to right, you do that one first. Yes, no?
Yes.
That would be a great, if that doesn't make sense to you, make sure you read number 5 because that's a great way of summarizing. And then probably, I think the most important thing that we learned here is how to solve these problems or how to show your work. Number 6, we have 3 plus 2 times 2. We worked vertically. We're doing one problem or one step at a time. So in this problem, we did 2 times 2 first and got 4. We added the 3 plus afterwards, and we finished with 7. And did you notice we boxed our answer? When we talked about boxing answers?
You always box it.
We talked about boxing answers?
Yes.
Okay, and number 7, same thing. If you're doing it correctly, boys, can you sit down, please? If you're doing it correctly, you should end up with an upside down triangle. And if you're doing it correctly, every step, step 1, step 2, step 3, would include or involve you only doing one operation at a time. If you skip or combine operations, you will lose points. And this will become very valuable in the final test. This problem right here is worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points. If you combine a step, or if you combine 2 steps in one line, you would lose a point. So what I mean by that, and I want to be very clear, that if you did 2 squared, and then you also did 9 divided by 3 in the same line, you would lose a point. You have to do them in separate lines. Okay? Questions before we move on?